Project Playtime, the newest game by Mob Games, aka Poppy Playtime creators. In this game, your objective is simple: outrun these 3 bad monsters while trying to build a toy. Seems pretty simple, right? Well, if it was, you wouldn't be really watching this video, would you? So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how exactly you're supposed to be playing this game and tips and tricks that will definitely make you a better monster and survivor. Alright, so after your match finally starts, you're going to be sent on your way. Now, once you exit the train, this is where the playtime officially begins. See what I did there, guys? Playtime project. Anyways, the game is now on. You're going to want to make your way down to one of the puzzle pillars and do one of the puzzles. Now, there are 3 puzzles in the game currently. For the piano, you're just going to want to press the keys in the right order that they get lit up. And for these flashing dots, you're just going to want to wait until it blinks on a pattern. Once that pattern flashes away, you're going to have to input it exactly how it was. And this hand wheel is just a reaction game. Now, once you've completed all 3 of these at any given pillar, a toy part is going to be dropped onto the floor. You're going to want to pick that up, and then you're going to want to look around the map for these things called toy deposits. By this point, the monster is already unleashed, and I will uncover the monsters later, don't worry. Now, you're going to want to avoid the monster while trying to get all 6 toy parts so you can build the toy. And there are these handles around the map that you can grab, which will let you shut off an area. And this is especially useful if you're trying to block off a monster who's chasing you. You see how I just rolled there, right? You're going to want to press the R key, and that is how you're going to roll in the game. Now, if you do end up getting caught, it's not the end of the world. You're going to be sent down to what I like to call the Gulag. Here, you'll face off many Huggies as you try not to get brutally murdered. Now, your teammates can revive you by looking for these revive holes around the map. They're going to stick their hands out for you, and after a few seconds, you'll be back in the game. Unless you're like me and you get left behind while everyone boards the train and leaves you to die, but oh well. Don't be like these guys. Anyways, let's cover these little icons besides our names. The HO stands for hole, as in you're in the Gulag currently. TR stands for train, as in they are currently on the train ready to escape, which is exactly what my team did here instead of reviving me. EX stands for escaping, as in they're being rescued from the Gulag currently. DO stands for down, as in they were caught by the monster, but they're not sent to the Gulag just yet. AL stands for alive, obviously. And now with that out of the way, let's cover perks. Once you're on the main menu, you're going to want to head to customize, and then you're going to want to press customize again. You'll find the perks right up here. And these perks are exactly what they sound like. They're perks. You're allowed 3 perks activated at a time, and each perk has 3 different levels to them, which just makes the perk better at a higher level. Now, to buy perks, you're gonna need tickets, and the way you earn tickets in the game is just by doing stuff in the game. For example, you solve a puzzle, you get a ticket. You resurrect somebody, you get a ticket. You basically get the gist of what I'm saying here. I'm gonna quickly go over each and every single perk in the game. You can pause the screen if you want to read it fully, but I'm just gonna summarize it up real quick. Power Walker, you walk faster. Shadow Walker, you walk faster while crouched. Leave no trace, your footprints fade away faster, and this is only visible to the monsters. Think fast, the buttons on this machine stay lit for longer, which I don't know why anyone would use this besides if they have really bad reflexes. Leadership, other players near you starts to regenerate health, and if you're healing someone, you also get some health healed too. Punching Bag, you have more health. Distant Savior, you rescue people from the Gulag faster. Genius, the pattern of the dots stay lit up for longer. And Master Pianist, the piano will have less patterns for you to input. Remember, only 3 of these can be equipped at any given time. So please, for the love of God, do not use Think Fast, okay? Please, that is just like the worst perk in the game. Now, the last thing for the survivors is, once you have collected all 6 toy parts, you're gonna wanna head down to this tube pipe thing. I don't know what it's called, but you're gonna want to head down to this thing right here, and you're gonna want to pull on the handle. And once it gets lowered all the way down, you're gonna want to head back to the train, and you win the game. Congratulations. Now, it's time to cover the monsters. Currently, there are 3 monsters in the game: Blue Guy, Pink Spider, and Boxman. Let's cover Huggy first. Each monster can actually see through walls and see all the puzzle pillars on the map. You'll also be able to see once somebody fails a puzzle pillar as well. Now let's cover Huggy's abilities. Huggy Wuggy has the ability to charge forward by pressing the sprint key. Huggy has a second ability in which he can deploy these mini Huggies around the map, and these mini Huggies will alert him that a player has been near them. Now let's cover Mommy Longlegs. Mommy Longlegs has the ability to stretch her arm and basically climb anything in the game. She also has an ability that allows her to briefly see players across the whole map. Her next ability allows her to shoot webs, which will slow the player down. Now, Boxy Boo is the newest addition to the Poppy Playtime franchise. While holding down the shift key, you can basically charge yourself inside of Boxy's box and leap outside of it. Boxy can also extend his arms and grab players with the press of the right click. All three monsters have a distinct playstyle, so I would try them all out and try to get the hang of them. The more you play as these monsters, the more you learn about their strengths and weaknesses, which in turn will help you as a survivor and as a monster. Now, the last thing I'm going to be covering is monster sabotages. Now, these sabotages affect the survivors in many different ways, and they take some time to cool down. I'll be quickly explaining them now, but feel free to pause the video and read the whole thing. Feeding Frenzy. This lets the monster instantly send any downed players to the Gulag. Booby Trap. Puzzles nearest to you get booby trapped, and if a survivor attempts to use these puzzles, it will explode and tell you their location. Directionless. Any indicators on the survivor's screen disappear. Living Nightmare. Survivors become blinded by a dark fog. No pack. All the grab packs are disabled for a short period of time. No escape. While activated, grapples and doors stop working. All lockers will also be opened as well. Shut down. When this is activated, all puzzles in the game will be disabled. The survivors will need to find a breaker to restore them. Total lockdown. All crash doors will be shut, which will close off areas of the map. Alright, so that is the beginner's guide to Project Playtime. Now, I've pretty much covered every basic mechanic in the game. I did leave out a few things, like you guys already know about the toy pass. I don't need to explain that, but yeah, that covers pretty much everything you need to know as a beginner. If you guys do want to see a tips and tricks video, let me know in the comments section and I will definitely have one out for you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next Project Playtime video.